Alright, guys, before we start anything, I would like to thank you all. Alright, guys, before we start this video and talk about FIFA or anything, hello, guys, before, guys, how are you today? What's up, YouTube?
6.5 hours later.
I'm happy. This is my happy face. Yes, because we just crossed 100 subscribers. Woohoo! Yeah, guys, we just crossed 100 subscribers and I'm so happy. We've posted around 6 7 videos, but getting 100 subscribers in less than 15 days, it's amazing. Just thank you all for your support. The struggle has just started, and I wish that we keep on going with this. And yeah, support the Swicked family. And let's go together, guys. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. So EA just launched a teaser of FIFA 21, right? And it looks good. It looks amazing. So we are here to trying to help or give some instructions to the gamers or players who are still struggling in FIFA 20. The reason doing this so late is like I'm pretty sure there are tons of videos at the start of FIFA 20 saying how to play the game, how to use this, how to use that. But the reason I'm telling you to do it right now is because the gameplay of FIFA 20 and FIFA 21 will not have a drastic change. Just think about it like FIFA 18 and 19. They have the story. They had Hunter, right, in both series of 18 and 19. The gameplay was not that different. FIFA 19 was good. It was pacey. The long shots were amazing. The crosses were good. FIFA 20, the pace of the game changed, right? We are losing position more. Defending is hard. The AIs are so strong. So it is really different. But I won't think it will happen the same way in FIFA 21. The gameplay will not change a lot. If it changes, it will be in a good way, not in a bad way. So the reason I'm telling you to stick around with FIFA 20 is we still have 3 months for FIFA 21. The launch is, I think it's around October 9th or October 10th, something like that, right? So if you still stick around with FIFA 20 and you have 2 3 months, easy, you can still change your game and improve in FIFA 21.
Alright, guys, so I have a 2 minute defensive clip for you, alright? So, the most important thing in FIFA 20 right now is defending, okay? So, if you don't know defending, then the more chances of you winning the game goes down, alright? So, if you're losing the matches, it doesn't mean that you are not attacking well or you just missing goal chances, something like that. Maybe the thing is that your opponent is playing a really good game and his defending is 10 times better than your defending. So if you defend well in FIFA 20, the chances of you winning the matches increases. So please watch this video and try to learn. uh, you might know a few things, all right? You might know all the things also. This video is basically for people who actually don't know how to defend well, all right? So let's start with the clip. Let's just go into it, all right? So I'll pause here. So there's a situation here, okay? Now I'm going to tell you something about L2. L2. All right. So L2 is a very important button. It's called the jockey your opponent, right? So jockey your opponent. L2 star star star. It is so important, right? While defending in FIFA 20 that if you don't do that, you're probably not gonna win the matches. All right. So when it comes to defense, L2 is your key. All right. If you do not defend till date, right, without using L2 button, then this is the time. Right? This is the right time to do it. So do not waste any time and start using the L2 button. Now what happens when you actually use L2 button? Now if you can see here in this clip, look at Pepe, right? So this, if you move Pepe without pressing the L2 button. He will move differently as he's moving right here in the clip. All right. So this, let's check out this and do this. So we have a situation here where this guy, and this guy. All right. That's Nicolas Pepe. Now, instead of we going for the ball, right, we're trying to predict. Like this is a prediction, right? So I am thinking here, all right, so I will not go for the ball because he'll probably pass to this guy. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going for the ball. I'm not going for the ball. I'm going to mark the other guy because he'll probably pass it to him. And that's exactly what I do here. Now, what this makes is, we'll see, he his chances of passing to that guy is zero now. Right? He won't pass there because obviously there's Nicolas Pepe who's man marking him. So what he does is he gives a long ball to his winger, all right, and he's a defender, okay, he's a center back, so he is giving a lob through ball to his winger and see what happens. Obviously that's a bad lob ball, all right, so Hector Bellerin receives the ball here. So there's another catch here. Let's pause it. So I'm losing the ball now, so he tackles me. I'm about to lose the ball now. If you can see here, it's a fucking 4v4 situation. If I lose the ball here, it's a 4v3 situation. All right. So I am like, okay, I cannot lose the ball here. So again, what I do is, again, I'm telling you this, that I press L2 button, L2 button in my PS controller, all right, to hold the ball. All right. So when I press L2, Hector Bellerin will try to keep the ball by protecting the ball from the opponent. Okay. And this can be used in attacking as well. I've used it many times when I'm in the box of the opponent. I try to keep the ball and see if there's some other striker or winger making a run. So I'll pass it to him and he'll score a goal. So again, L2 button, right? L2 button is so important in this FIFA. So now I play this, all right? I keep the ball, pressing L2 button, and then we move forward, all right? So that was our first clip. Now let's get to the second clip. So I lose the ball here. It's a counter attack. Now see what happens here, all right? He passes the ball. Now I have David Luiz, all right, with me. Now, what I want to do, so I'm not giving him any space here to pass the ball. So I don't mind. I really don't mind if he runs with the ball, okay? Because Saka here is fast enough to catch him. So what I want is they don't play a 1-2-1-2 here, all right? So what I want is I keep David Luiz. Sorry about that. I keep David Luiz here between these two players, this guy and this guy, all right? So I'm blocking his view of passing that ball. It's not a clear pass. He can see that, all right? So that's exactly what happened here. So I bring up David Luiz forward so that he cannot pass it to the other guy and make a 1-2-1-2, all right? So this is what happened. All right. He tried pass the ball to his guy, but since David Luiz was between them, he was not able to do a successful pass. So that's how you predict passes, right? So this is another clip, all right? Okay. So this is how a guy moves when you're pressing L2 and defending. But at this time, okay, I have Danny Ceballos here, okay? So let's just mark that. So we have Dennis Ceballos here. All right, I'm moving with Dennis Ceballos. Now, just watch how fast he moves from here to here to. He doesn't get the ball back, but I actually accidentally press circle, so he shoots the ball. But that would have been a great interception. All right, this is what happens. So, do you see the movement? So that movement was actually because I was pressing L2 with R2. All right. So This was not only L2. So if you press L2 and move around, you will feel that it's pretty slow as compared to when you do it with both the L2 and R2. All right. So if you just press L2 and move around with your player, you're probably going to be in a situation like a 1v1 situation. Uh, very suppose Neymar is coming and you're defending with David Luiz, all right? So it's a 1v1 situation and you don't want to move very fast because he's coming fast. You want to be slow and try to tackle him as soon as you can. In this situation, I want to get the ball back, so I ran all the way, all right? So let's see. See, I ran all the way there and I was not pressing just R2, it was L2 and R2. So he went properly in the direction and get the ball. Like it didn't intercepted the ball basically. All right. All right. So I'm with Saka here, moving around, moving around, moving around, and Torreira comes and tackles him. So that's an AI. All right. So I'm not controlling him. So here, see, the cursor is on me. So I am not handling Torreira. He's doing it by himself. Now, how did that happen, right? So that is because I was pressing R1 when I was defending with Saka. Now, what does R1 does? So I'm not sure if you know this, right? So there are two cursors. One will be the red one, that is you, and there will be like a transparent cursor in your other player. So that means if you press again L1, it shifts to that player. Now I knew that Torreira was my second player, so I was hesitating at this moment. I was like, okay, this guy, this. So here I was like, okay, something might happen. So it was Davis Luiz, then it was him, so I pressed R1. I keep pressing R1 and he tackles him. So that's the case, all right? So you can actually use R1. So I might have another clip in which I have used R1 properly and got the ball back. So we'll see. We'll see that. So you know now what R1 does. So if you're in a situation, so Saka is not a great defender, all right? He doesn't have, he's like 74, 75 rated in FIFA. So I was like, okay, he might be in trouble. So I pressed R1 to call Torreira in so that it will be a 2v2 situation over there. All right. So this is another clip. Let's see. So here I am. Okay. And Saka again. All right. So another example of L2R2. All right. This is how. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yes. This is the funniest one actually. So now another good importance of L2 is that when you're defending with L2 and you're around your opponent player, right? You don't have to press circle to tackle, all right? So if you are attack, suppose you're defending with L2, right? So if you're defending with L2, you don't have to press circle all the time. You don't have to do that. If that is your tackle button. My tackle button is circle. That's what I'm saying. Circle. You can check whatever your tackle button is. All right. So if you move around the opponent with L2 button without pressing circle, he'll actually tackle by himself. That is how important L2 button is. And this is the clip where I did that actually, and he didn't tackle him, but he gets the ball back. This is what happens here. See, I didn't do anything. I didn't press circle. He didn't do a tackle as well. He just takes the ball and we gain possession again. All right. All right. There's this Saka again. So I'm playing around. This is another same thing. All right. So I didn't tackle here as well. It was just circle. Sorry, it was just L2, I mean. And we went for the counter attack. And I'm probably missed this shot. What happened here? Okay. All right, so here I am again. Let's see what's happening here. All right, so Hector Bellerin is behind This guy who's running, it's Coman. It's Coman from France. He's a French player, but this is Bayern Munich, I believe. Yeah, this is FC Bayern. So this is what happening here. So he's a fast player. I know he can run fast, but Hector Bellerin is not that bad as well. But we are in a situation where he is in front of me, and the chances of me catching him is less. That is what FIFA 20 is about. You can be around some players, but catching him would be like a foul, or getting the ball back is hard, to be honest. All right. So this is what happens. All right. Now this is the R1 clip. This is how I play with R1 now. So I know here. Okay. Let's watch here. Socrates is my second player. If I press L1, it will switch to him. Okay. Now Hector Bellerin is down. So I cannot catch him for sure. So I see Hector Bellerin down. Now I know Socrates has the second cursor on. I press again. I press R1 here. All right, I press R1 to call Socrates so that he can tackle that for me. Now I'm not doing it. All right, it's the AI who's doing it. So the AI gets the ball for me now. So what's this? Boom. So again, the cursor changed because the ball hit me and it went back to Hector Bellerin. So that, see, this is how important L2, R2, and R1 is, right? So you can defend with these buttons. You don't need square to tackle, or circle to tackle. When you actually need it, definitely take them down, man. Just tackle them. But these are like really good methods not to make fouls, or get red cards probably. So let's move ahead. All right. Oh, so we have Real Madrid versus Barcelona here. So this is me with PK. So this is false. This is false play. Okay. So I try telling the opponent by putting PK in, saying that okay, I'm defending from PK. I might come forward, but actually it's a fall play. I don't do that. All right. See, I come back, I stay back, I go forward and back so quickly to make the opponent think, okay, is he coming to defend me, or is he going back? So let's see that again, all right? So here we are with PK. See, he comes fast ahead so that your opponent is thinking like, oh shit, is he coming to tackle me? Is he going to get the ball away from me right now, or is he going to pass the ball? Then I go back to man mark this another Madrid player. All right. So we get the ball back again. The possession is ours. And this was then attack, which led to nothing. My attacking is not that great. Not that good. All right. So this is, oh yeah, I remember. All right. This is a clip where, again, how to defend, right? So, all right. So here, there's a 1-2-1-2 play going on between Griezmann and Suarez. All right. So see what happens here. So I pass to Griezmann. I pass to Suarez, and Griezmann is making a run. Griezmann is making a run over here. All right. So it's pretty much clear. So watch what Varane is doing here. That is exactly what we have to do. Okay. So in such situations, which most of the FIFA players do this, they play this kind of game. All right, they they pass it to their two. If they're playing two strikers, they pass it to one. The other guy makes the run and he passes around, and that's a goal. All right, this is a typical FIFA play. Now, me, if I was Varane here, all right, if I was Varane here, my cursor would be on Varane, and I would man mark Griezmann so hard that he thinks twice passing to Griezmann. He will not do that, all right. Either he will go solo with Suarez, all right, or he will think about maybe Messi going around from here, make a play, then Suarez passes through here, something like that. But he will not pass to Griezmann. All right. So, and why is that? Why? Because you are pressing L2, R2, and man marking. Griezmann so hard that he will not pass to them. Okay, all right. Another thing is, so I lose the ball here. All right, so I lose the ball here, but keep putting pressure on the opponent. All right, that doesn't mean you're going for the ball, but you're keeping the pressure on the opponent. So as you can see here, Usman Dembele is trying to get the ball as soon as, like, because he's fast, right? If you have fast players, try to make them run, man. That's why they're made fast. Try to make them run and try to get the ball if you can at such positions. So here I am. I'm running around with Dembele, trying to get the ball back. Again, running around, and at this position, so I predicted it right here. Okay, I switched it to Griezmann instead of going with Dembele, right? So I was like, okay, I will not go like this, but actually I will try to get this, which actually happened, all right? Because I ran with Dembele a lot, like you could have seen that, as you can see here. I was running with Dembele, try to get the ball back, but then I was like, okay, shit, let's not do that. This is Varane. Varane would actually give a pass because he doesn't like. He'll probably go on attacking because since I am putting a lot of pressure on him, so that's what he did. He gives the ball to, I don't know who is that. I think it's Casemiro. I think it's Casemiro, right? Yeah, he gives the ball to Casemiro, and Casemiro loses the position, and Griezmann gets the ball back. All right. So this is like these clips were all about uh, using the L2 button right, when to use it, using the L2 R2 button right, and when to use R1. You cannot use R1 always. Please keep that in mind because if you use R1 always, your second player will be out of position, all right, which you do not want. So suppose okay. So suppose here, all right. Let's see. Is Varane, all right, and this is Sergio Ramos. So at this point, I don't want if Griezmann is attacking me, I do not want Varane to be pressing R1 because he would be the one being facing Griezmann. If I press R1, Ramos goes out of position because he will come there to help as well, and that will leave Suarez all on alone on goal. All right, so he will just go and score the goal, which we do not want. So use R1 smartly. Do not use it always. I don't use it always. I only use it when I actually see that I am in a situation to use it. All right. As if you are defending with a player that this is not a defender, right? And in our half probably. So if you need help, press R1, but do not use it always. It is not. Uh, I would not consider that as a good option, but I use it when it is needed. All right. So, so this was like basically about jockeying your opponent and how to when to use R1 and R2. Now the next thing will be so it also depends on the formation that you are playing. All right. So in this clip, we'll see like how to defend using your top 6 players. All right. So in this FIFA 20, I'm using 4-2-2-2 formation. All right. So 2 strikers, 2 cams, 2 CDMs, and 4 in the back. So that is the formation that I play a lot. All right. Now, what I do is when I play strikers, 2 cams, 2 CDM, I try to get the ball back using these 4 players, not the strikers, all right, but these 4 players, 2 cams and CDMs. I try to defend as much as I can from them rather than defending from my 4 backs. We'll see in this clip, all right. So this is Arsenal was this is the same clip we used in the first defending L2 tutorial. Or I said, so here is Nicolas Pepe. So he's my cam, right? So he's my cam in the right wing. So this is a ram basically. So he's so instead of me trying to get the ball from Hector Bellerin, right, who is very far from the player, all right. So this is Hector Bellerin, He's Nicolas Pepe. Okay, so instead of putting your cursor down Hector Bellerin and run for the ball to get the ball back, I'm using Nicolas Pepe to do it, which I think is, I mean, it's good to do that because you still have Hector Bellerin in the back. He's not out of the position. He's still there. If suppose Nicolas Pepe lose the ball or some counter attack happens, Hector Bellerin is there to defend, right? So that was one clip. Now let's go on for another clip. All right, so this is our second clip. Okay, so this is Lacazette here. All right, this is Lacazette. So that's bad. Let's not use that. So this is Lacazette. Now I try to get the ball back with Lacazette because why not? That means, I mean, if you can, then why not? Just get the ball back from your strikers. All right. So I try that. This is me pressing L2 R2, and I get the ball back. All right. Easy as that. So what I did was I applied pressure on that player. So he actually thought that I would leave, since it was Lacazette, he will not run for the ball that much. I was like, why not? Because Lacazette, I don't mind Lacazette staying back. He's not a fast player, all right? But we have Aubameyang here, all right? We have Aubameyang here. We have Martin here, who's a very fast player, all right? So these guys can run. So I don't mind getting the ball back from Lacazette, getting the possession back, and then going on for a counter attack, which is totally fine. So if you can get the ball from your top six, do it. All right, so this is me playing versus FC Bayern, okay, Bayern Munich. And so in this clip again, all right, so I try to get ball for back from David Luiz here, all right, and then this was the R1 thing I did. That is Danny Ceballos probably, and I get the ball back. Oh, actually, that's Nicolas Pepe, all right. So again, so he's my top four. So he gets the ball back again. Now, why he's playing so bad, that we'll talk about in our next video. That would be on formations, instructions, and foot jams. So that video will be dedicated only for about how can you improve in foot jams, what can you do different to go get more wins in foot jams, um, how does formations play a different role in foot jams, right? Formation and instructions play a huge role when it comes to foot jams. So we'll talk about that in our next video. All right. So this is how. So yeah, I get the ball again back from Nicolas Pepe, right? So my top six are doing the job that I want them to do. Now this was actually a counter attack. This was a great pass. First by let's see who passed the ball to Martins. All right, so Nicolas Pepe had the ball. Oh, what a through ball by Lacazette, and then again a through pass to Aubameyang, but I fogged up. That was a really bad the chip shot from Aubameyang. So this is me playing against Liverpool. It's a Barcelona versus Liverpool friendly match. I think it was in professional difficulty. I'm not sure. Okay, so Salah is running with the ball. So he is a pretty fast player. He can actually take on big defenders because he has the pace to do that. Now what I do here, so people mostly what they do, they leave De Jong behind and try to defend from PK or I think that's Lenglet. All right, so it's either two. Do not use your center back. I mean, keep them as back as possible in any attacking circumstances. All right, you don't have to go for the ball with your center backs or even your right, and even your full backs, right? So try to get the ball back with your CDMs. use them. If you do not have, if you suppose you play 4-3-3, all right, still you can use two players, all right. If you're playing 4-3-3 with the cam, making forward, use these two players as a CDM and try to get the ball back from them in any formation. 4-3-2-1, you can make two players CDM, or 4-2. Oh yeah, the what's this formation? 4-4-1. Is it 4-4-1-1? Yeah, 4-4-1-1. Right. You can even that formation you can use two CDMs to do that. So in every format, so make sure that the CDMs play a big role in your defending. I always defend from my CDMs, and yeah, I mean they can actually get the ball back for you, and that is what you want, and that is what happened here. Look at De Jong. Pressure. I didn't tackle him there. I used L2. I just pressed L2 R2. I went behind him, got the ball back, gave it to Messi, and again it was a counter attack. So, you know, these things will actually improve your game. All right, guys. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and in the comment section, please let us know. Did you like the way we made this video? Like, was it helpful? uh, do you like the style of we explain things, right? And our next video, I'll try to make a mix video in which we'll do attacking as well as formations, instructions, and the foot champs, right? So we'll combine all three four of those things in the next video, and hopefully you will learn something out of this and enjoy gaming, guys. Please subscribe our channel, share to your all the FIFA fans, FIFA friends who play FIFA, and keep supporting. See ya. Bye bye.